If you think you are done because you made it through step 12, you are not done. You are in more danger now than you have ever been. I almost lost everything after I finished the steps and thought I had it figured out. That was the lie. And it nearly cost me my sobriety.
I have buried friends who thought graduation from the steps meant they were cured. I have held the hand of a woman detoxing for the 5th time because she stopped giving back. If you are new to recovery, or you are years in, you need to hear this. Step 12 is not the end. It is the beginning.
Before we dive in, hit that like button if you are walking the recovery path or love someone who is. Subscribe to That Recovery Life so you never miss an episode. And drop us a comment below. Tell us your Step 12 story. Or tell us what scares you about giving back. We read everyone.
Welcome back to That Recovery Life, the podcast where we speak from the gut about addiction, recovery, relapse, and redemption. I am Maya. I am a grateful recovering alcoholic and codependent. And I am here because Step 12 saved my life more than once.
I am Jake. I am a recovering addict. I have crawled through hell and back. I have done the steps. I have sponsored men. And I have also nearly lost everything because I thought I was too good to keep doing the work. Today, we are talking about Step 12, again. But this time, we are taking off the gloves.
Step 12 says, having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we try to carry this message to addicts and alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Most people hear that and think, I just need to sponsor somebody and be nice. But that is not the full weight of it.
When I first finished my 12th step, I was glowing. I thought I was healed. I thought my pain was behind me. I told my sponsor I felt like I graduated. You know what he said to me? Jake, you just got your license to learn.
And I laughed. I thought he was joking. But I found out fast. Because within months, I stopped hitting meetings. I stopped picking up the phone. I was too busy, too spiritual, too evolved. That arrogance almost killed me.
The slow drift away from recovery does not feel like danger at first. It feels like peace. It feels like space. It feels like freedom. And then it feels like isolation. And then it feels like shame. And by the time you realize it, you are already back in the darkness.
I was 3 years sober when I first stopped living Step 12. Not officially. I was still showing up. I was still leading meetings sometimes, but I was not connected. I was not carrying the message. I was checking boxes.
And when I got that call about my friend Jessica overdosing, it wrecked me because she had been in my life. She had been calling me, and I had not been calling back. I told myself I was too busy, but I was really just too comfortable. Her death was a wake-up call. Step 12 is not a service requirement. It is a survival strategy.
Let us talk about what living Step 12 really looks like. This is not just about being a sponsor. This is about living a life of service, connection, and principle. Carrying the message means staying close to the pain, yours and theirs. When you Google, how to stay sober after the 12 steps, or how to avoid relapse after rehab, what you will find over and over is this: giving back saves lives. Not just theirs, yours too.
If you have done the steps, you know the pain of Step 4. You know the freedom of Step 9. You know the power of surrender in Step 3. So, why would you walk away from that? Why would you sit on that truth and hide it? There are people out there right now praying for a sign. You might be it. Just because we have been sober for a while does not mean the addiction is gone. It is patient. It is quiet. It waits. And the second we start to think we do not need recovery anymore, it slides back in. For me, it was not drinking. It was control, perfection, judgment. That is my disease. Just changing costumes.
And the only thing that protects me is staying in the work, sponsoring women, sharing my story, praying, writing, taking inventory. That is Step 12. Not once, every day. You want to know the truth about Step 12? It is where the real work begins. Carrying the message is not a job. It is an identity. Let me be straight with you. If you are watching this and thinking you are good now, you are not. If you think being a year sober means you are invincible, you are not. I have watched people with 10, 15, 20 years clean fall straight back into the pit. Why? Because they stopped doing the work.
They stopped carrying the message. They stopped practicing the principles. They stopped taking newcomers seriously. They got bored. They got tired. They got proud. And the disease loves that. It feeds on that. I almost relapsed because I stopped thinking I needed recovery.
But you know what pulled me back? A sponsee who called me sobbing at 3 a.m. And for a moment, I remembered who I was. You do not need to be a sponsor to carry the message. You just need to show up. Share your truth.
Talk to the new guy in the back of the room. Answer your phone when your sober sister calls. Practice the principles in your home, at your job, with your kids. Be the kind of person someone in recovery can trust. That is what this is about. Living in alignment with what saved you. So many people ask, how do I find purpose after recovery? This is it. Step 12 is purpose. It is calling. It is transformation through service.
Let us get really real for a second. You want to know what happens when we do not live step 12? People die. Addiction is a killer. It is not a metaphor. It takes real lives. And when we hide from our responsibility to give back, when we sit in our comfort and let fear or pride stop us from reaching out, the weight of that is real. I have lost friends, good people, people who helped me, people I failed to help.
I carry that, and maybe I always will. But it reminds me that I do not ever get to be done with this work. But here is the other side. When we live step 12, we stay free. We stay grounded. We get to witness miracles. I have watched women walk into meetings broken and leave glowing. I have sat across from sponsees who hated themselves and watched their eyes come back to life.
We get to be part of that. Every time I work with someone, I remember how far I have come, and I see how far I still get to go. Step 12 is not just about carrying the message. It is about carrying your soul back to the surface every single day.
If that is you, the one who thinks they are done, I need you to listen. You are not done. You are needed. You are called. And if you do not answer, your silence might cost someone else their life. You did not come this far to coast. You came this far to climb.
So get back in the trenches. Pick up the phone. Share your story. Carry the message like your life depends on it, because it does. And if you are on the edge, still struggling, still wondering if you will ever be free, hear this. We were you. We are you. And there is a way out.
Recovery is not a theory. It is not a slogan. It is a daily revolution inside your soul. And step 12 is the light you carry once you remember who you are. You are not alone. You never were. If this spoke to you, hit like right now, subscribe, comment below. Let us know where you are in your journey. We want to hear from you.
And if you want to represent your recovery journey, visit thatrecoverylife.com. We have recovery shirts, hoodies, hats, personalized sobriety coins, and recovery jewelry that help you stay grounded and visible in the work.
Do not forget, you are not done. You are just getting started. Carry the message. Live the steps. Save your life and maybe someone else's. We will see you in the next episode of That Recovery Life. Stay honest, stay connected, stay awake.